Imagine this. What if all reality was like a movie screen, and the film only appears when the projector is turned on? What if I told you that this screen exists, but it's invisible, and the projector is your mind? Physicists call it the quantum field. Hermes Trismegistus called it the universal mind. And today, you'll discover how modern science is confirming an ancient, forbidden knowledge that Hermetic masters already knew more than 4,000 years ago. Stay with me until the end, because you'll finally hear the one question no physicist has been able to answer. But Hermes revealed it thousands of years ago. Think about music for a moment. It exists before it's even played, hidden in the sheet of notes, silent, but ready to come alive the moment someone decides to play it. That's exactly how the quantum field works, an invisible realm that holds all possibilities before they become reality. Hermes Trismegistus explained it clearly in the Kybalion. The all is mind, the universe is mental. And in the Corpus Hermeticum, this ancient wisdom goes even deeper. Just as the human mind secretly creates before manifesting, so the divine mind conceived all things and brought them to light. Everything you see is simply a thought sustained within the mind of the all. Matter is nothing but a denser vibration of something far more subtle. Modern physics began to touch this same mystery. David Bohm spoke of an implicate order, a deeper, invisible reality that gives birth to the visible world. He said, "Matter is only a superficial manifestation of something much deeper and unseen," which means nothing is as solid as it appears. What you call reality is just a temporary projection from this hidden field. Your house, your body, the entire world. Everything is simply condensed vibration sustained by an unseen matrix. When you truly understand this, you realize you're immersed in an invisible ocean, a field that connects everything and everyone. You've never been separate from the universe. You've always been an expression of it. And that realization is liberating, because it shows that reality is far more flexible than you've been taught. Before we move on to the next revelation, remember this. When you like this video and subscribe, you're not just helping the algorithm. You're literally signaling the digital field to bring more of this forgotten wisdom into your journey and into the consciousness of others. Now, if reality is just a projection, who is the projector? Who gives shape to the invisible? Picture a perfectly still lake. The surface is calm, reflecting the sky like a flawless mirror. But with just one touch, ripples begin to form. The quantum field is exactly like that. A limitless potential, formless and silent, until consciousness touches it, and reality begins to take shape. In the Corpus Hermeticum, Hermes Trismegistus described it with astonishing clarity. What the mind perceives becomes real for man. Without mind, nothing exists for him, for everything is within the mind. This means nothing can exist apart from this universal mind. Every form you see is just a reflection of what's already contained within it. Modern science stumbled upon the same truth with the famous observer effect. When a quantum particle isn't being measured, it exists as a wave, a cloud of infinite possibilities. But the moment it's observed, it collapses and becomes something defined. Nobel Prize-winning physicist Eugene Wigner said it plainly. It is impossible to formulate the laws of quantum mechanics in a fully consistent way without reference to consciousness. So if your thoughts, perceptions, and inner state are the touches that stir the quantum field, then your mind isn't just trapped inside your head, it's actually an instrument of creation. In other words, at a very deep level, you're interacting with the invisible fabric of reality all the time. Hermes taught this thousands of years ago. The one who understands the truth of the universe's mental nature is already far along the path of the master. But here's the real question. How do you apply this? How do you reprogram your mind to consciously use this creative power? That's exactly why I created The Key to Prosperity, a practical guide to applying Hermetic principles to your financial life. It's like a map for navigating this invisible matrix. The link is in the pinned comment. But wait, if your mind can shape your personal reality, who shapes the entire universe? Is there a mind greater than yours? Now, we're about to see how science itself is beginning to echo what Hermetic teachings have always said about the mind of God. Imagine an ocean with countless waves. Each wave is unique, but none are ever separate from the sea. In the same way, every individual mind exists within a greater universal mind. There is no outside to this ocean. The Kybalion explains this through the law of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. The human mind reflects the mind of the All, and the All reflects itself in each of us. It's an endless hall of mirrors connecting the microcosm and the macrocosm. The Corpus Hermeticum also reveals this truth. Just as the mind of man creates in secret and then manifests, so too the divine mind conceived all things and brought them into the light. And here's where modern physics begins to touch the same mystery Hermes described millennia ago. Physicist John Wheeler, one of the pioneers of quantum theory, proposed the concept of it from bit. He suggested that all physical reality arises from processes of information, meaning, before anything material exists, there's an invisible organizing principle, like an intelligence that encodes reality itself. And then there's Max Planck, the father of quantum theory. In a 1944 lecture, he said, "I regard consciousness as fundamental. I regard matter as derivative from consciousness. We cannot get behind consciousness. Everything we talk about, everything we regard as existing, presupposes consciousness." Even David Bohm, a protege of Einstein, described the implicate order, a deeper, hidden level of reality that contains the entire universe in potential form, long before it unfolds into the visible world. He said the order we see around us is just an explicate order, a superficial projection of this deeper, invisible structure. So what does that mean? It means the quantum field isn't just a chaotic sea of random particles. It's an alive field of information, the very mind of God, a cosmic intelligence that holds everything in perfect harmony, and every individual consciousness is a spark of that infinite totality. When you really let this sink in, it changes everything. You realize you're not separate. You're not a random accident in an impersonal universe. You are an expression of the same intelligence that moves the stars. And this isn't just philosophy. When you grasp that mind is the foundation of reality, you see that every thought, every emotion, every vibration you emit is recorded in this field. Nothing is lost. Every cause creates an effect, just as the Hermetic principle of cause and effect teaches. But here's the deeper question. If all of reality is connected within this living mind, how can you consciously interact with it to change your life? That's what we're about to explore next. Imagine a single drop of water, forgetting that it has always belonged to the ocean. It believes it's alone, fragile, limited, not realizing it has never stopped being the sea itself. This is the illusion of separation. It's the belief that you are only a name, a body, a story made of fears, labels, and beliefs handed down by family, society, and culture. Hermes Trismegistus revealed this long ago in the Corpus Hermeticum. All is united with the All, and the All is united with all. Nothing is separate or isolated, for everything is contained within the One. When you forget this, you start to feel scarcity, fear, competition, as if life can take something from you. But how can anything be missing when you are part of the very source that creates everything? Science, through the quantum field, and Hermetic wisdom are saying the same thing. There is no real separation. Quantum non-locality proves this. Particles remain instantly connected, no matter how far apart they are. It's as if the universe itself is one living network, a single intelligence expressing itself through countless forms. All the conflicts of the world come from forgetting this unity. When you think you are only a separate character in the story, you live in fear, in survival mode, trying to protect what you think is yours. But when you remember you are an expression of the universal mind, you realize that nothing is ever truly against you, because nothing is outside of you. Even Jesus tried to teach this truth when he said, "I and the Father are one." He wasn't speaking as a single person. He was pointing to a state of consciousness where you remember your oneness with the All. So why is it so hard to feel this unity? Because the mind is filled with memories, traumas, and inherited beliefs that make you believe in the illusion of separation. One way to dissolve these patterns is through Ho'oponopono, by repeating, "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you." You acknowledge that these programs are not truly you. They are just echoes of the past. And in that recognition, you return to the pure state of consciousness that is one with everything. Meditation works the same way. It's not about forcing the mind to be silent. It's about observing it without judgment. Because you are not your thoughts, you are the awareness that watches them. And when you see this clearly, the illusion of separation begins to dissolve. Try a simple exercise now. Look at the objects around you. A plant, a piece of furniture, another person. Notice how, beneath the surface, there's a silent field connecting it all. You are not separate from God, the universal mind, or the All. You never have been. And this is the ultimate key to freedom and transformation, remembering who you really are, not the character in the story, but the drop that is also the ocean. Today, you saw that science and Hermetic wisdom are telling the same story, just in different languages. The quantum field is the invisible ocean from which everything emerges. Modern physics, through Bohm, Wheeler, Wigner, and Planck, has shown that matter is not the foundation of reality. Mind is. Hermes Trismegistus already revealed this in the Kybalion. The All is mind. The universe is mental. You understood that the observer effect proves consciousness shapes the unseen, and the law of mentalism explains why your thoughts and perceptions interact with the field, creating the experiences you live. You realized that there is no true separation. Quantum non-locality shows that everything is connected, just like Hermes taught in the Corpus Hermeticum. Everything is united with the All, and the All is united with everything. What you call you is just a drop that has temporarily forgotten it's the ocean. And at the deepest level, you remembered the true cause of all suffering, forgetting who you really are. You are not the character with a name, a past, and fears. You are the awareness behind the mind. You are a spark of the universal mind. And when you begin to dissolve the illusions through practices like Ho'oponopono, meditation, and conscious observation, the false walls between you and the All disappear. This is the real revelation. You have never been separate from the universal mind. The same intelligence that creates galaxies is within you. Nothing is missing because you are a co-creator of reality itself. As Jesus said, "I and the Father are one." This wasn't a statement of superiority, but an invitation, a reminder of what we all are. So tell me, does it make sense to you now that the quantum field is what Hermes called the mind of God? I want to know your perspective. share it in the comments below. If this message awakened something in you, like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. This way, the algorithm will keep guiding you to more truths that expand your consciousness. And if you're ready to go deeper, click Join and become a Golden Member, where you'll access hidden content reserved for those who are truly awake. If you want to take the next step and learn how to apply the Hermetic laws to reprogram your mind and transform your financial and mental reality, get the ebook, The Key to Prosperity. It's available for a limited-time launch price. The link is in the pinned comment. And now, to continue this journey, watch the video in the card. The subconscious controls your life, but this ancient secret breaks the program. It will reveal how the hidden programs inside your mind shape your reality, and how to finally break free. I'll see you there, and until the next awakening.